Welcome to Blackbridge Sound, the greasiest home recording channel on YouTube. Today is a very special video because our old band Deathmarch is getting back together for a very special one-off 20th anniversary reunion show on December 15th at the Casbah in Hamilton. And it turns out our good friend the Tone Arranger is a huge Deathmarch fan, and he was actually at every single Deathmarch show. So apparently he's coming here today to ask us a few questions about the reunion show. Oh, here he is now. The Tone Arranger.
Hey bud, how's it going? Yeah, I'm good. Well, you're a pretty handsome guy, eh? Oh yeah, thanks. You too.
So instead of being the Tone Arranger, you're now the interview arranger, eh?
Anyways, first question. So, what's the story? Like, how did this reunion show come about?
So, I'll try to make a long story kind of short. So basically, Deathmarch, we started the band in 2002, I guess, is when you thought of the name. And, back in the day, it was just us doing Metallica covers. And then eventually we got, more people in the band and started doing originals. Put out the CD and all that, and then put out some stuff later on. We had a pretty good run, opened for a lot of cool bands like Opeth and Behemoth, and had a pretty good run with everything, but we kind of winded down in 2012. I think it was around 2012, something like that. And basically, like, everyone's still alive at this point, but there was no interest in even doing it. It wasn't really a thought on anyone's mind to do any kind of reunion thing. But we all are still in regular contact, and the right kind of circumstances kind of came about for us to do it because A, we're all still getting along, we're all still alive, all that good stuff. But Brody is the one that runs the Casbah, and back in the day, he ran the underground and was very instrumental in us getting our start. I think we started playing for Brody in like 2004, way back in the good old underground days, and we played a bunch at the underground, and we played at the Casbah as well. And he reached out because, if you haven't heard at this point, the Casbah is going to be closing at the beginning of next year, 2025, and he wants the last few months of the bar to be kind of some of his favorite bands from back in the day. And I guess he liked Deathmarch back in the day, and has always kind of followed Deathmarch's career and my career after, and all that. And basically, he approached me and was like, "Hey, I'd love to do this," and I was like, you know what? It's the right circumstance because I didn't think we'd ever get the band back together, right? It's kind of it's the kind of thing that I don't really necessarily like to live in the past. I like to kind of be in the present, in the moment, and thinking of the future. But it's kind of the right circumstance. It feels like the right thing, eh?
It feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the spot where we used to play back in the day, and so it's kind of a bit of a long story there, but. I'm stoked for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool. So, what will the lineup be like? Who's gonna be in the band? Who's playing what?
So, very good question. The lineup will be me on drums, of course. J-Rock on the lead guitar. Nevin, of course, on vocals. And as you guys may or may not know, both Sean John and Kyle, the Wilkie Milky Man, each played bass in the band at different points. Now, originally we had the idea to have them both play bass at the same time, but neither of those guys like fun. So Sean is going to play rhythm guitar, and Kyle's going to play bass.
I think it would have been greasy if they both played bass.
Yeah, but like I said, those guys don't like fun, so here we are. I think it'll work out pretty good. I mean, pretty much in metal anyways, like 90% of bass players are just guitar players that ended up playing bass, like in this kind of music anyways, right? So it's not that big of a deal, and it's kind of a cool thing because when you record songs, even if it's a one guitar band, you still record the songs with maybe some different guitar overdubs and things. So it's actually kind of a cool, adds a cool dimension to the sound of the band to have Sean on the rhythm guitar. So it's actually pretty cool, but the two basses definitely would have been greasy, but the fun police had to intervene, didn't they?
They sure did. That's cool. Yeah, the classic lineup. What songs are you guys gonna play?
So yeah, I'm not gonna give away the actual specific songs, but we're gonna do a bit of a mix of stuff from the first album and then stuff that we put out later, maybe some stuff that no one's heard before, and we have quite the special greasy surprise for the end. It's definitely going to be a little on the greasy side, the finale of the show. So it's going to be quite a cool set list for sure. What do you think, J-Rock? Pretty greasy?
Oh yeah, it's definitely something you want to stick around for. You don't want to be ducking out early to like beat the traffic kind of thing. It's a Sunday night. You'll be good. Stick around. That's cool. Can you tell me what the secret finale is?
I can probably tell you.
Oh, that's gonna be greasy.
I know, eh?
I like that. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I almost want to get in on that.
Oh, wow.
So what kind of greasy gear are you guys gonna be using for this show?
So I'm going to be using my green Yamaha Live Custom Kit. But J-Rock, what do you guys got cooking up? What are you guys toasting up gear-wise?
Well, we are planning on really helping Brody out with memorable shows, and we're gonna go for the record of most gear on stage at the Casbah at one time. So I hope you're available to help us move stuff.
I will not be moving any gear. I will help you load it into the vehicle, but I will be showing up on the day of the gig with my own drums.
All right. Well, we are bringing a wall of amps and a very large trailer.
I guess this wall, this particular wall here.
This wall
is part of it?
Is part of it.
Great.
But there's more.
I'm busy that day.
Yeah. It's going to be heavy.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
Lewis said he would roadie for us.
He'll be jet lagged.
Yeah.
Our man Lewis and our woman Jess is coming all the way from England to see this gig, by the way. But so to answer the question, there will be a lot of gear that Jared will move, and I will move a regular amount.
I'll be around to arrange some gear moving. So are tickets still available?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually been quite surprising the amount of interest since we've like announced we're doing this show. There's been tons of interest and quite a few. We've actually sold like a bunch of tickets, way more than I kind of expected. So we're more than halfway sold of the tickets, but there's still some left. We got these pretty cool. Why don't you show them nice in the camera? They've got these nice fancy tickets. So if you're watching this video at the time of before the show, reach out to any of us and we can sell you a ticket directly, old school style. It's like 2000. It's like it's 2007 all over again. You know, the old school. You can also get the tickets online. There's links on the event thing and all that. You can find that all on the interwebs with the computer magic. But if you want to go old school like us and get some in-person personal tickets.
One thing I will say about tickets is if you do want to buy them online, we do have extras of these that we'll be giving away at the merch table after the show.
Yeah. So if you did buy your ticket online, which is cool, you'll still get the physical.
Yeah, if you want one, you can come and see us and you can get them.
But it's a little bit cheaper if you buy the tickets on
it is
the physical ones, because you don't have to pay all those little cash things and all that.
You don't pay the fees and the taxes and stuff.
Yeah, the convenience charge or whatever it's
convenience
called.
charge, service charge.
So yeah, so that is there is still some tickets available. But do not wait, because I'm pretty sure the show is going to sell out for sure, and so it's very limited. But I want to make sure that all the people that want to go. So now is the time. Don't wait until the day of.
All right. So will you guys ever play another show?
Now I can't speak for everybody necessarily, but for me, it's I'm not too sure. I mean, I can see it kind of going either way. If this is the last show, it's a nice way to kind of put that kind of final bow on the band and have this nice kind of last little sort of send-off. But who knows? I mean, we haven't really spoken about it. We're just kind of doing this gig and then seeing where it goes from there. But I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's because we're all older now too, and like working and don't really have the time to do the grind that like you would need to do with a band like that. Like I don't see it happening on the regular, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. With any certainty, there will not be another show for like at least like a year or years.
Maybe it'll be like the 30th anniversary or something.
Potentially, yeah.
We'll all be like skullets and bald and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, you never know. I mean, everyone's getting along at this moment. Everyone's on good terms. I mean, who knows if that will be the case down the road? You know, who knows? Especially with all the amount of gear these guys are planning on bringing, we might not even make it to the stage on the day of the gig. Who knows, realistically? But I've kind of tossed around the idea. I know it's ridiculous, but maybe even playing for the 20th anniversary of the album, playing the whole album in its entirety might be a good greasy idea. But I mean, that would have to be 2027, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of shape everyone's in 2027. And also too, like, I mean, we do have a bunch of other songs that no one's heard. We are planning on recording those songs as well.
So to sum it up,
yeah, maybe.
You heard it here first. 2027 in October, because that's when the album came out. Deathmarch 20th anniversary album in its entirety show.
Maybe. But the thing is, like, where do we play? Like, all the places we used to play are gone now. With the Casbah closing, like, where do we, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing. The band, you know, I don't really necessarily like to live in the past all that much. I like to kind of be in the present and think about the future. It's nice to revisit this and do this, but, like, what are we going to find new venues for, like, an old band? I don't know. It's hard to say. You can't teach an old greasy dog new tricks, maybe, but maybe you can. I don't know. Do you want us to play some more shows? Let us know in the comments, or who knows? The answer is maybe.
Maybe, but not for a while, that's for sure.
Yes, yeah. It will not be like in 3 months after the gig.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I'll get my tickets now for 2027 if you got them. So Sam White asked, will Mr. Arranger be there? Yeah, I don't know. Are you going to be there? Like, that's kind of a question for you, not really for us. Yeah, I'll be there for sure. I haven't missed one of them yet. I just don't have a ticket yet. Oh, yeah. Here. Well, Mike's got some here. He'll give it to you.
1 ticket for you, young man.
Oh, wow. Thanks. These look awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's old school. It's like it's 2007 all over again. It's, you know, still physical tickets, you know?
Yeah. I haven't had a physical ticket to anything in a long time, and it's a keepsake that I really miss.
See?
These are awesome. These look great.
Well, there's a keepsake for you right there, bud. Keepsaking it.
Sweet. Thanks. I'm gonna holster that right there.
So yes, to answer the question, the Tone Arranger will be there.
We heard through Brody that they have the capability of recording live albums there with their setup. So I'm gonna bring a laptop with me, and hopefully it'll all work out, because we've never used this setup before. We've never used their stuff before. Hopefully we can get it all recorded, and if we can, we're gonna do a full mix here at Blackbridge Sound, and hopefully we'll be getting a live album out.
That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting way to kind of document the process. We're gonna film it too on some cameras and make some, we'll definitely be able to put some live stuff out of the show, and it would be cool to get those multi-tracks and do a proper mix, right? It'd be kind of a cool way to tie in Blackbridge Sound and the band together, right?
Because it's also not something we were able to do at any point in the past.
That's the thing, like Deathmarch, it was a band, like, you know,
it was a very awkward time.
It kind of was, because the band kind of went, like, we started the band when? Like 2002. And at the beginning we were just playing Metallica covers and stuff, but then, you know, 2004 we started doing like more of the originals and stuff, and we kind of changed and did more of that stuff. But if you think about it, like, our run from was like 2004 or so, and then kind of stopped in like by 2012. So there wasn't as many people like with phones and stuff in that era, if that makes sense, right? Like,
yeah,
you know,
there's not a lot of documentation of the era.
Yeah, like I had like a Nokia flip phone at the time.
Yeah.
The iPhone thing wasn't kind of till later and stuff, right? Like even
if you did have anything documented on a phone like that, like, it'd be so terrible it's worthless.
So hopefully we can kind of put out something pretty good. And in terms of releasing it, I know there's talk of maybe putting it out on like a very, very limited run vinyl, or who knows, but you know, we'll figure that out. Kind of, that's a down the road kind of problem, but you know, either way, it'll be a fun experience. So if anyone, it'd be good to see everyone out, you know, who was kind of joined us on the journey of the band way back in the day. I'm excited to see all the familiar faces and people that I haven't seen in a long time, and it'll be kind of fun to do it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to dusting off the old tunes and seeing the old faces. And it's a very surprising thing that the circumstances all lined up. It wasn't even on my mind to do anything like this, but with it being the last hurrah of the Casbah, and that's, you know, Brody was very instrumental in us getting our start, like way back in the day. It's the right circumstance for us to get the boys back together, and like the Blues Brothers, right? We got to go and, you know, rustle everyone up, like, and, you know, it's that kind of thing, right? So
getting the band back together, yeah, just like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So Deathmarch, December 15th, 2024 at the Casbah. 20th anniversary reunion show. Recording a live album. All that good stuff.
One off,
yes. So we hope to see you there. If you haven't bought a ticket already, get in touch with us or go online and do the interwebs and all that. And we will see you next time. Blackbridge Sound, Deathmarch. Tone arranger. So are you excited to see the show?
Oh,
Doesn't matter if you're excited to see the show. Be there. Deathmarch, Casbah, December 15th, 2025. Let's go.
What camera are you looking at?
That one?
It doesn't see you. You're in this one.
Oh, okay. So never mind then. So are you excited to see the show?
Oh, I can't.
It doesn't matter if you're excited to see the show. Deathmarch, December 15th, 2025. No, 2015. December 15th, 2015.
What?
What?
2024.
Oh, fuck. What?
Where the fuck is 2015 coming from? I don't remember that show. I wasn't there for that.
I'm trying to be like The Rock, and I can't do it. So are you excited for the show?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if you're excited to see the show. I'm excited. All the boys are excited, and you should be excited too. December 15th at the Casbah. 2024. At the Casbah. Special 20th anniversary reading show. Get your tickets now. It's so awkward to do. Sorry.
Like, you gonna hold it together?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking stupid. Oh, sorry.
But you gotta think of the final project. Like after I put the box of questions down, you're gonna
No,
say
it
something?
was supposed to be before, but I don't remember what it was. I told you to remind me what it was, but I didn't tell you what it was to remind me. So. It didn't really fucking remind me of the thing.
Yeah. Oh, I got something to ask you. Remind me what it is later. Yep.
All right.
Let me find a.
You and that fucking squeak.
There we go. That's better.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, ready? It's like the tiniest little squeak. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
You should. You don't. That was fucked.